Welcome to the NLL's March to May, and welcome to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where tonight the Calgary Roughnecks welcome in the Oshawa FireWolves, a matchup of two teams out of the playoff picture, but still plenty to play for. Your matchup on the dot tonight, Justin Ignacio, face-off winning percentage of 65.5% on the season. And on the other side, Mike Byrne at 41% on the season. But Glenn Clark, when we talked to him, Ryan, had lots of good things to say about that young man who has stepped into a tough role and done the work this season. We're now underway as Calgary gets the opening possession. They go behind that stuff attempt, and it's a goal. The net comes off the moorings, but depositing it in is Ty Kurtz. And it's 2-1 thanks to the power play marker.
Yeah, and for anyone new to lacrosse, the net does not have to be in its place. Although that one did seem to cross the line before it went in, as the net can be knocked loose. It's up to the goaltender to keep it in place. But a great stuff here from behind the net, and Kurtz has Oshawa's first goal of the night.
Yeah, and the two power plays that are last and second last in the league, both 1 for 1 tonight so far. Pace plays it to the middle to Cook. Just 3 seconds, puts it right into the knees of the defender. And that's Fridge now in transition, running the floor, has a man ahead of him. Partial breakaway, scores! Oh, what a nice goal there. As it's Alex Simmons flying through the crease and beating Walsh 2-2. We're all tied up.
A nice pass here from Fridge. And Simmons just takes the step and goes soaring across. Eerily familiar to the second goal for the Roughnecks earlier, as just a nice little transition break. Nice pickup, and again, a great dive across the crease to tie the game at 2.
Well, real aggressive play on the power play. Quite often you'll see teams would rather get the set offense out there when they're 5-on-4. But a nice job by Fridge to see the opportunity. Simmons has it now in the corner with 1:15 to go here to Benesh. Benesh now looks at his options, tries to go to the net. Nice pass to the middle. There's the shot, scores! Oh, it just skipped over there. Dyson Williams gets the goal. I think Walsh got a chunk of it, and it just rose. We'll take a look on the replay. Was it deflected before it got to Walsh, or was it after? But as it stands, Williams with the 3-2 goal here. Here's the replay.
Yeah, it looks like it might have just been a little bit of a top spin English off the shoulder.
Yeah.
As it falls over Walsh. Yeah, that's just a nice bounce there for Williams.
Now it's Alex Simmons with it. Alex Simmons with a bit of a step. Now goes to the corner, comes out of there still with it. Bounces off the defender, still with all sorts of moves, sends it across. That shot, scores! Oh, it's Williams again. Pardon me, that's Ethan Walker with the goal. Either way, 4-2 Oshawa.
Yeah, just steps in and powers this one past Walsh. Walsh got a piece of it, and it ended up catching, I believe, the back post before hitting Walsh in the back and bouncing into the net. Yeah, it comes off of Walsh's foot and into the goal. So again, off the post, off Walsh's foot, and in.
Now Kurtz has it to Benesh. Benesh now looking for some space. Hangs on to it. Takes the shot, scores! 5-4 Oshawa as they retake the lead. And that's Ethan Walker with the goal.
Yeah, it looks like Walsh gets a piece, but not all of this bouncer off the carpet that goes through the 5-hole as he just steps into the center, goes around the defender again, using the defender as a screen. A great tactic for lacrosse shooters. If you're a youngster watching this at home, using that defender to hide where the ball is coming from.
Kurtz now to Simmons. Simmons has a man off the bench, gives it to him. And now eventually they work it from the far corner. Over to Simmons. Simmons now all sorts of moves there. Spins around the defender, takes the shot, and scores. Alex Simmons with a pretty one. 6-4 Oshawa.
Yeah, that one's an absolute beauty. A nice finish over top of Aiden Walsh to restore a 2-goal lead, but just a nice spin move and right over top of the defender's shoulder, or out to the goalie's shoulder. Here as we see Simmons just step in, spin back towards the net and find the spot. Great move there to put it in. Rover Matsuoka as well. No slouch as a defender is Matsuoka. And yeah, just a beautiful goal.
Kurtz now tried to go to the net, didn't take the ball with him. Now in the corner battling, comes out with it to the net, takes the shot and scores. Ty Kurtz on a broken play makes it 7-4 Oshawa.
Yeah, just a great play out of the corner here as Kurtz goes flying across the crease and goes 5-hole on Aiden Walsh. Just a nice goal there, nice delay, hanging through the air. As we see Kurtz get the ball down low, just picks it up, gets to the net, finds himself on the inside of Matsuoka, and with a clear path to the net, makes no mistake, making a 3-goal lead now for Oshawa, the biggest for either team.
Thanks, JC. Yeah, that game by Dane Dobie. I've seen a lot of special nights in the National Cross League, but that's amongst the top of them. And there's a shorthanded goal. Alex Simmons is pumped up as he gives his team an 8-7 lead.
Yeah, just a great shot here. Very similar to that shot that we saw earlier from Hayden Dixon. Just step in and fire. And we see the stop, the stutter step, and the 5-hole shot from Simmons, make it an 8-7 game. The Black Wolves back on top.
Gets the pick from Dixon to the net. He's in there, and a big save by Jamieson as he stones Hayden Dixon.
Hayden Dixon successful a couple times from that spot so far. Tried to step in there and put it past Jamieson, who stood tall.
Now Banesh with it for Oshawa. Gets the return pass. There's the shot, scores! Dyson Williams! It's 9-8 Oshawa.
Another nice goal here from this Oshawa offense. A bang-bang goal for Williams as Banesh sends it into the corner. Williams with a nice cut and sends it far side over Aiden Walsh, as we can see here in the replay. Just a nice cut to the middle. Good things happen when you cut to the middle, and Dyson Williams had the good thing there.
Yeah, Ryan, you mentioned it. 6 of Calgary's losses have been by 3 goals or less. So that's how tight things have been for them. There's a shot, scores! Ty Kurtz puts Oshawa out in front, 10-9.
Wow, just a slow roller along the carpet. Beats Aiden Walsh. As you see here, just a little submarine release. A nice bounce off the turf, and it gets into the net. And Aiden Walsh probably looking at that one as he wants it back. We can see, again, just that turf burner double bounce shot from Kurtz. Full marks for the goal there as he puts Oshawa back ahead 10-9.
Last opportunity here for the Roughnecks. Cook has it. Defender loses his stick. See if Calgary can take advantage of that. Now down to 18 seconds. Pace and Cook go back and forth. Now Maillet to Pace with room. To the middle, shot at Jamieson with a monster save. Rebound to the Calgary Roughnecks. Shot in there, another save, Jamieson. Ball to the corner. To Pace, to the side of the net. Ball out in front, and Oshawa survives. And they take this one 10-9 as Doug Jamieson, Ryan, in the late stages comes up huge.
Yeah, a couple big stops there to end the game and keep it a win for the Oshawa FireWolves, who come into Calgary and spoil Tiki Night. Or your tonight's 3 stars of the game are brought to you by TFL. And they are in order tonight. A couple of Roughnecks, as well as Alex Simmons, your 3rd star. 3 goals, 4 assists, 4 loose balls. Tanner Cook with a hat trick and 4 assists to go with 2 loose balls for the Roughnecks, your 1st star of the game. 8 points on the night to set a new career season total high. Tyler Pace, 2 goals, 6 assists, and 2 loose balls.
Ty, what do you kind of make of your team's effort?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see. We're never giving up. We know playoffs aren't in the picture anymore, but we're still building. We're still a young team, and we're still working together, and we want to improve every day.
And And talk to me about your relationship with you and Alex Simmons. You guys seem to feed off of each other really well.
Yeah, you know, we played together for a couple of years now, being the same age and having kind of the same mentality. You know, I'm very lucky to get to play with a guy like that. He makes everyone around him better.
Thanks, Ty. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.